Unobtainable.
I'm looking at it on your stream. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Nice to see they gave it art
they
because
did.
you can't see what it looks like.
There's so much art, man. Look at this. You can get full art on all this.
Oh, it looks amazing. The only way you can see God Hand in the original game is through the Thecker. That's
Right.
it.
Look at this gorgeous ruby bullet over here.
Oh, it is amazing looking. One of the coolest weapons.
Mm-hmm. How beat up Heaven's Punisher is.
Yeah, it looks like they found it in the trash, which is where it belongs in episode 1 and 2. Honestly. Egg Plaster, the most broken weapon.
Oh my god. It's not busted.
What were the abilities?
Has
1 AP.
It kills frozen and paralyzed stuff. It has 1 AP and 4 HP.
Alright, fine.
Compared to like actual good 3 costs like Justy.
Go over anti-android rifle.
You want to look at the
Or a no rifle, excuse me. A no rifle, not anti-android.
Yeah, the A&O rifle is interesting. A lot of HP, 3 AP, exhaust, and death companion. It's just
interesting.
It's just a bulky gun.
See, that would have been a fine gun to release.
Yeah.
Like, kind of balanced.
There's kind of no difference. It's almost equivalent to anti-android rifle.
Mm-hmm. Photon launcher.
I gotta do something about this gun. This gun has a 1/3 count gun AP count, heavy rampage, and a big swing. And no stats, just 3 HP.
So it's like a Kyleria gun, basically.
Kind of.
Yeah. Heavy rampage is really good on a gun, honestly. Because like, there's no other. I don't think there's any gun in the game that does that.
Having heavy rampage.
Yeah.
There is on. There's a major rampage on Redneck gun.
Yeah, not heavy though.
Yeah, Panzerfaust gets to have just regular ass rampage.
I forgot about Panzerfaust. Weapon's good.
It's not even terrible. It has big
rifle
swing,
range.
big swing and rifle range, and it's single range.
Yeah, that's a guy killed or what's her name? Stella.
Yeah, there's also Red Scorpio has Pierce, so it's kind of like Holy Ray, but it has a 1/4 gun AP count. Ridiculously small amount of AP gained from counting.
Honestly, it would have been fine at like 1/3 even.
Yeah, it's a 4 cost.
Four cost?
It's a 4 cost with no stats. It's equivalent to Holy Ray, but Holy Ray has 5 HP.
I mean, in a 1-on-1, the best you're getting even with a 1 like half, because it counts. Does it count itself, and does it give +1 and then count guns?
It's only counting its 1/4, not
+1 and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your favorite blaster that Stella had.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, that card is ridiculous.
Yeah, 7 is a little excessive, but I don't even hate it with big swing.
It's single target at the very least.
It's actually multi. Well,
you're right.
It says multi. I don't know if it's actually multi or if it's single. I think it deserves to be single at the very least. Here's some Gigway bazooka.
That's pretty cool looking. Explosion. Oh, it's got like that ability that
when it dies, it does 1 damage to
Vice.
every round.
Vice has that ability too.
Yeah.
Hack randomly talked about programming abilities like that. He's like, yeah, like he was like, oh, I want to program an explosion ability. I'm like, well, there is one that exists.
Yeah.
So kind of funny that he mentioned it.
It's just rarely used.
Yeah, it's on like 2 or 3 cards. Oh, let me see that Marina's bag.
It's a bag. It has HP assist on a 1-cost feeble item. Feeble being making you lose all of your AP.
Yeah, I think it's balanced.
Yeah, it's not even that bad.
It's like a major threat though if a player equips that.
Yeah,
Major threat. HP assist.
it's a 1 HP buff.
So it basically restores health to all your items.
Yeah, it's also in a circle like the creatures
around the user. Yeah, pretty cool.
Honestly, that could be a 2-cost with no other change.
Well, you're only able to use it on half the characters, so you can't use it on cast. I guess you can't. You can use it on 8 characters technically.
Mm-hmm.
Palace. So.
Yep, it's a Talus.
Pretty cool looking, honestly. Guardiana is another one that's cool. They changed the color for that. I think in episode 1 and 2, it's like a green color. Their picture for it. Made it look purple.
Like the handle or like the orb?
Yeah. I think it's the handle and like the tip, like where that I guess that Japanese character is, whatever that is.
Huh.
I don't remember.
You can zoom in on all these magazines. Nintendo
Yeah, I
Kids.
have all the magazines too.
New species discovery of Rappy.
Of course.
Game Informer's got the scoops.
This was before episode 4 came out, so
Yeah.
I got a small teaser.
Well, it also has Del Rappy in the game. They found
It does.
Yeah, they found a new one. We got Safety Heart. Safety Heart's neat. Has a weak hit block.
Yeah, that's really solid, dude. 7 HP, weak hit block. That's really annoying to kill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Pan Arms, how annoying that can be to kill.
Yeah, same logic there.
HP. Yeah.
Truckbolic Shield has minor half guard.
That's really good.
Genesis. Look at these fantastic arts that they never got to use.
I know. Makes me wonder if like commissioned this like outside of Sega or like they just had a really good art team. Like
I wonder the same thing. I don't think Sega's internal team could have put together so much good artwork. There's so many mags too.
well in the main game. Oh, Choo Choo. That's cool. Deva.
Let me see.
Did you correct the spelling of that one? Oh yeah, you did.
I nerfed
Oh, it's
it.
called Diva.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot to change that that text. It was called Diva on the card as well, and I fixed that one. I did nerf Deva. It had 4 TP earlier. It also had... Oh, my text... I don't have my text imported in here. I actually moved the timed frozen death down to Diwari and put timed HP sacrifice up on Deva so it wouldn't stick around and have its enormous stats ruin everything.
Makes sense.
Diwari was a 5 cost, by the way. I took it down to 4. It only has 6 HP and 1 AP, 1 TP. And can heal itself. Plus, with the possibility of it blowing up with HP sacrifice, just made it terrible. Pian and Push-On are 2 like opposing mags. They have timed TP sacrifice and timed AP sacrifice, so after a number of turns they blow up and augment the rest of your stuff.
So this is a question for when we eventually get to the timed HP or timed sacrifice stuff. When they do blow up on their own, like not someone destroying them, do you lose HP?
It's a good question. I can find that out some other time.
Yeah, it's not doesn't need to be known now, but
Yeah,
one of those things that's interesting.
you would probably love some of the other consoles here. Sega Saturn has Inherit
For how much HP?
on a 7 HP.
Is that 100%, 50%?
It's equivalent.
Oh wow, that's really good. 7 experience, really
Yeah,
strong.
and Dreamcast, a 6 cost console, has timed EXP sacrifice.
And
It'll
how much
draw
EXP do you get?
9.
Nine.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
decent payoff, but you are losing a 6 cost.
I think at that point it's too late to even use that. Like costing 6, you're gonna have at least the dice bonus with that.
Opa Opa gives you aerial status.
Pretty cool, actually.
One of my favorite unobtainable mags was Nidra. 11 HP and 2 AP, but it has Defender AP growth. When it
Oh, that's
defends,
really annoying.
it just gets stronger. So if you keep it alive through multiple attacks, it just gets really good for a physical attacker. Most of the mags were really geared toward tech users rather than physical users, so I was glad to see any good physical high-cost mag.
Yeah, I like the concept of that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it was a ton of items, but that one's decent. It's too bad there's no animation for this card.
Guam trap.
Just slams the Guam down on you. Like, it gives you the status properly, but you don't see it. It just happens. 0 damage, Guam. Roll 3 or higher to Guam the opponent for 5 turns. Can't move or perform actions while in the Guam condition. Being attacked cures the condition early. So you get broken out of the Guam.
What a stall tactic.
Oh, and there was gonna be a double strike technique action ability.
It costs 4. Holy shit.
It would have been completely fair at 4. It's not even like a bad thing.
I mean, even double attack costs 3, or they changed it to 3.
Yeah. These guys are kind of a problem, though.
PBs, yeah, they're pretty jank.
Look at all this fantastic art once again.
Yeah, they did a really good job on those.
I would have been excited for some of the other 2 field-wide effects they didn't include. Shockwave is a field-wide 8 damage, 2 things that are frozen. So it'd be a good addition to a freeze deck. And Last Judgment is... you not only get to see Orland wielding...
Dark Flow.
Wielding Dark Flow, it's an HP haver across the whole field.
That's pretty cool. For what, 3? That's really strong, though.
I don't think it's that bad.
You need to cancel the block it? I don't know.
Well, it's like you need purple to block Tornado for minor death.
Hey, I guess Aegis Guard needed.
I mean, it also doesn't kill anything apart from 1 HP items.
Yeah, that's true.
Some weirder defense cards. There's Cheer. It actually buffs the attacking... it buffs the attacker by 5 AP.
5?
As a defense card, mind you. It's saying that I want this defender to die. So you can really mess up the order of attacks that way. It's too bad that didn't make it in. There's Pico being an asshole on Friend Recovery. Decoy Recovery. The story character who sets this card recovers HP equal to 1/4 of the damage that any ally character received.
Can't use himself and ally. Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so all you're doing is spending four points to heal 1/4 of the damage that your friend takes.
So if someone's doing it could be good though, because like if someone's just doing like stupid like 20 damage or something, you gain 5 HP back. That's really good.
I would assume the character would have to be able to lose that much HP though.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know how that would work.
My favorite PAL to avert is Invalid. It's a high cost version of it, and it blocks 8 damage if the attacker is high cost.
Yeah, I like that card a lot. I remember looking at it.
Oh, it was 7 damage. Sorry.
Regardless, really 7's a lot.
Yeah, 7's really good, and it's as a two cost to balance out avert. It's fine. I like it. Change guard and HP defense were swappers for the defense phase, which you like never really want. I don't know when you would use this.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
HP defense could at least have some uses. Swapping the
swap enemies back in HP.
Yeah.
That could be good though, because if the enemy has like 0 AP for some reason and attacks you, it just dies probably.
Yeah,
I would think.
There is a 60% chance to reflect Tech's defense card.
That should have been in the game. They needed more tech defense.
Yeah, they have a few options, but
because I mean it's the same cost as inversion, and you get a 10% boost in chance.
I love the art on punch return.
Yeah, a guy killed punching a fucking Zele. It's amazing.
Yeah. Just bro fist. I took Exist down to a 4-drop from 6 because there's no way I would spend 6 points to maybe full heal something. No,
yeah, 6 is a lot.
I actually like Defense 7 more than Exist anyway. Just after battle, if it's not destroyed, set the defender to 7 HP rather than its max. You can gain extra HP on stuff that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Also, just like, I guess our friend Ogun is just upset about all of his wolves dying or something. This card is the fantastic.
Card is bonkers. The card is way too strong.
I love the concept of it though, and it would make high drop decks actually possible, whereas the base game just doesn't. I took attack dice double up to a 3 cost from 1. It doubles your next turn's attack dice.
Well, I mean, the base game they originally had dice +1 costing 1, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I clearly underestimated how good dice +1 was.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah, I nerfed Change Body to a higher cost as well. Just like as you play it, swap every field character's AP and TP.
That's permanent too. That's insane.
That's so cool. It's like it could definitely have its uses, but it was like a 2-drop, and it didn't deserve that because it nerfs their field while helping yours, assumingly.
Yeah, usually.
Did you know that the skip cycle actually was complete?
Yeah, skip turn is just fucking stupid. Like,
well,
how does one?
It's delayed. It's like
yeah.
It's like skip set was delayed as well. Skip set began 2 turns after the set phase that you played it on. Skip turn was after the 5th turn after setting this card. prevents the character with this card from performing any action. So they still need to have skip turn on for that to work. It could get replaced the entire time.
Wait, what is the first page? Does it say self or self once?
Yeah, it's a self once, meaning I think you could play it on anyone, but it's only going to affect that one person.
Yeah, the thing is with those self once cards, they disappear after you play them. They don't stick around.
Oh shit! So that's actually putting a delayed trigger on the field and making that player not be able to do anything. Oh, that's nasty. That needs to be higher cost now that you've brought that up. It could be like 6. It's like spend your turn to make them lose a future turn. Assuming it works the way we think it does now.
Yeah, because it would have a turn, like it would say something on it that it would last this many turns. When it says self once or everyone once, whatever,
it just happens.
It just happens right away, and the effect either it's delayed or whatever.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Attack dice double is also a once, and you can't like override it to prevent them from gaining it next turn, which I think is a little much.
Yeah, you've also messed with that card offline, so you've seen how it works.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Exchange works. It's like one of those self once cards. So
Inheritance gives your team inherit.
So good.
Might even be too good for a 3 cost.
Is it full inherit or 50%?
It's full inherit.
That's a joke.
It's full inherit on your entire team for 4 turns.
Wow.
Vengeance. Your field characters gain AP equal to 1/3 of the number of ally field characters that were destroyed while this card is on the field. So it just uses your death trigger to give 1/3 revenge to all of your FCs. I like it a lot better than Influence. I think I took Influence down to a 4-drop because it was trash.
Bomb.
Bomb.
It's like a trap. Oh, funny.
It just blows up on the 6th turn and kills the thing that has the highest HP and the thing that has the lowest HP. It's very strange.
6 turns, holy shit, that's so long.
Yeah, it's a long wait.
But you could really screw the opponent. Does it blow up on their turn? I'm guessing it blows up on their turn.
Yeah, 6th would have to be their turn. Here's my sword right here.
Crazy dude. Cool weapon.
Just has AP silence. Got some TP on it. You can do some magic. Bloody Art has a 1/3 sword AP count and Artifice with very low HP. So it's
That's like an Orland weapon, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of a good dagger. It's no cross.
I would use it.
Yeah.
I would use it. It's got +1 AP. So good. For a 3 cost.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the few that aren't hurting you, but it's hurting itself. I haven't...
What has steady damage on it? Not steady damage.
No, it has a Artifice, and it's AC unable, so you literally can't stop it.
Yeah, so you're getting 3 attacks at most out of it. Mm-hmm. Fair. It's a fair weapon.
S Beats Blade has Machine Slayer and Machine Halfguard. S Red's Blade has Major Halfguard. I was gonna buff S Red's Blade somehow. He doesn't do anything extra from S Beats Blade, really. It has 1 extra HP for 1 extra cost.
What are the abilities on it?
It just has Major Halfguard. It's the only relevant. It's just double.
It should have given it
AP assist.
AP assist, yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been a perfect fit for that weapon.
I need to see if there's room in the code for me to add it because I would totally add AP assist onto S-Red's blade. That would be a great thematic bit to buff it.
And it would be fair for the cost for 5.
Yeah, for 5.
You should, if anything, you could probably just remove the major half guard part and just replace it.
That's true. I could, if there isn't room, I can turn it into that. I wouldn't mind that.
Major half guard's kind of jank anyway.
Yeah. Guy Bolg has a half sword AP count.
Another Orland weapon.
And just a decent one too. 7 HP. Oh, here's Soul Banish. So this card had an issue. I could not equip this on Silpher. I need to find the correct value for this. So it has steady damage, exhaust, and instant death of 5 or higher. Because it's clearly the better version of
Soul Eater,
yeah. It's got some great stats.
It's really strong. 7 AP, 18 HP, 6 TP. It's insane. Doesn't have Tech OK. Oh no, it does have Tech OK. Holy shit.
It does have Tech OK, but you are taking steady damage, and it's not like they're killing it that fast at 18 HP.
I would use it. Tech weapon's really strong.
Yeah,
put it in a force deck.
You can't put it on your favorite phone world though.
No, you can't. That's actually a continuity error. They should have made it so that Phonum can't equip it either. Like, no Newman at all. Well, not Force Newman at least. But whatever.
I should check on that later, because it's not even correct right now, because Silpher couldn't.
Huh. Yeah, because Phonum can't equip that weapon in 1 and 2.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't get enough ATP for it.
This is a text error I fixed, but I didn't put it in my disk yet. That immobile is supposed to be on another line. The issue was that the card did not say it was Tech OK. I had to add that in. Because it did have the yellow bar.
Yeah, that card's fair at Tech OK.
Yeah, I like it.
And it's just the regular slice. Didn't it have extended slicer range? I thought it did.
I don't think so. I may have talked about giving it to something, though.
That would have been it, because that weapon has extended range in 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how I would do it to keep it fair, though.
Kazande range would probably... Kazande's range is probably too good.
Just Kazande is ridiculous.
Because they're probably... I don't know. Brand with major pierce and battle recovery. Really strong.
It's a 3-cost Pierce version, so I don't hate it having nothing else.
And Ranger's going to equip it too.
Yeah. Twin Blaze is just kind of neat. Has Action Disruptor.
That ability is going to be so good when it works. All the Action Disruptor cards in the game are so good.
Yeah.
Not being able to use action cards against the weapon or whatever is just so strong.
Demo Combat has this.
Bonus AP Rise and Machine Slayer. Bonus AP Rise, what is it, 1.5 or 2?
It's just equivalent.
Oh, okay, that's different.
On this version, yeah. It's not bad. Panther's Claws has card back, I think. It guards Demolisher and card back, which is a weird combination. What did I do to Gigo's Bonus Claw? I think I just reduced its cost.
Has group, like the monster. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's counting other Gigoboma's claws. I suppose that's why I took it down to 2, so it actually had the opportunity to count other Gigoboma's claws. It was like a 4-drop with no stats when I found it.
You should have made it 3 for continuity.
Well, I think I made it 2 so that you would have the possibility of equipping a Booma's Claw, a Go Booma's Claw, and a Gigoboma's Claw all on the same bar. You could be a flavor boy. I also gave it only 2 HP, so I feel like the 2 cost isn't that bad.
Where do they have it originally?
Like 1 HP and no stats at like 4 drop.
1 HP? What?
It just was unfinished. Like Dragon's Claw also had 1 HP, but it did have offensive stats.
Huh.
I gave it the 6 HP. It just has native Slayer, which seems fine for Dragon's Claw.
Jank, but sorry.
Booma's Claw had Native Slayer and Paralyzed Death. Go Booma's Claw has A-Beast Influence and Paralysis. Now I like this, because Go Booma's Claw provides Paralysis for Booma's Claw to then erase. It's a pair of Paralysis and Paralyzed Death. And I didn't add that. They had the flavor there and decided not to use it in the game. Here's Nye's Claw. It's actually really cool.
On the base game, 7 cost.
It's the only 7 cost not in the base game, I think. It has Drain and Tech times 2. Doubles the TP of a Tech card.
Yeah, it's really strong. Q neural only, Sulfur, so.
Yep. I don't hate it. Oh, here's Kamui. Yeah, it was that was the one that was missing. Has Paralyzed Death and Dark Halfguard.
5 AP, pretty strong.
Not a bad weapon. And then we're back to God Hand. I'm actually going to, since I just like cycled through all the every card except for creatures. I'm just gonna go back onto my other disc, and let's just scroll through the creatures, because I was asked by somebody, I think it was BLST, to show off all the unobtainables, and I'm already almost that. As I was just scrolling through them, talking to you, I've already shown almost all of them off, so I may as well finish it up. And then I'll just highlight that and send it to him.
I told what's his name? I told Hack if he does anything server related, so I'll let you know. I'm most likely not gonna be available tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, he can pipe in our group chat and tell me if he needs to test anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy's spicy.
Leader, haste. Wow, haste. Strong. Haste is so good in like every card game.
There's a lot of haste in the unobtainable cards. Golgusque has leader to the Golguses. Yeah, Golgus, who has full copy, gets leadered by Golgusque.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah. And then he
They
has
clearly
haste,
didn't plan that one out.
No, I'm sure Golgus didn't have that ability at that time. Golgus probably wasn't a copier up until later. Pal Rappy has dash and timed TP sacrifice.
Oh, that's super annoying.
On the 8th turn, blows up and gives ally characters 3 extra TP.
So you can just replay that constantly. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It might be a little much. It's actually got good stats too, kind of. It's not defenseless.
No, it's not horrible.
Gi has timed EXP sacrifice, giving you 5 experience on its 8th turn when it blows up.
That's just never gonna work.
Well, it's a 1-drop. You can just hide it in a corner, and no one's gonna bother to go get it to stop your 5 experience. I don't hate it. Hilda Tor, 6-drop slash range, 8 AP. Has battle recovery, tech half-guard, and haste.
That's so good. 6 cost with haste. At how much move?
Only 2. But he does have slash range, so like it goes far.
Yeah.
He's a quality card.
I like Hildout a lot, and Hildator would have been a cool card to use.
Yeah, I dropped Hildelt down to R1 just for the flavor of Hildator being S.
Hmm.
Yeah, Hildelt is really good for his Rampage.
He's strong, really strong.
Melqueak has Major Slayer, Haste, and Acid. With some okay stats. Not fantastic for a 4-drop.
Yeah, it's alright.
But once again, he has Haste.
yeah.
Gnarlily. Gnarlily can only cast Tex for linkers. Has Earthbind and Time Bomb. Everything around it is set to 1, and it blows up, dealing 3 damage.
Oh, it's super annoying.
Dolem Darl is unobtainable. Dolmolm used to be an E rank as well.
Yep.
I think that was actually the card you get for having all creatures, and then Delrappy was the final. Dolem Darl has an A-Beast AP count of 1 plus all A-Beast. So a minimum of 2 on itself, with low-cost Slayer and Stall. I like low-cost Slayer. I don't think anything else even has it. He just picks on small dudes. Actual Maricarol with its snipe range. Oh, I guess all the big plants have snipe range. But regular Maricarol wasn't in the game. The plus version was.
Yeah.
But for some reason he wasn't. It was Explosion full AP assist. So 2 AP to all of itself and all allies. So it actually has a functioning 8 AP.
Yeah, it's great.
Gilchich, looking like you caught him doing something wrong. Has timed AP sacrifice. Blows up, increases all AP by 1. And it has a stall of 2. Doesn't do anything else, but it's there. Dubwitch and Juvawick are terrible. Like actual trash. They both have Reborn and Time Bomb and Time to TP Sacrifice. Their Reborn refers to each other. When all Duvawicks return to the hand instead of the discard pile if destroyed, while this card is on the field. While the Duvawick says all Dubwitches return to your hand while Duvawick is on the field.
Wow.
They're just weird. They don't do
really
anything.
bad cards, yeah.
Yeah, they just sit there and hope to blow up. I can't justify them, but they're there in case anyone wants to use them. Sinnoh Gold was the only Sinnoh not in the base game. They made a lot of robots, but they didn't use Sinnoh Gold. He has HP assist and haste.
Haste again.
Yep.
Ability.
So much haste. They just like when they were making cuts, they were like, we got to take out all the haste. They're breaking it too fast. It's all only on like 2 movement creatures too. It's not like it was that bad.
Pretty much all the creatures that have haste have 2 movement that are in the base game anyway.
The outlier here is that Darkbringer is fantastic and has AP growth and haste.
Oh, that's like a bully card.
Oh, he is. He has 4 movement.
You're not getting away from that thing. You gotta kill that thing, like, right away.
Man has 18 HP.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, but it's a 6 cost. Most 6 costs have, like, over 15 HP for creatures.
I could still see nerfing him at least a little bit. That's a lot of haste. Actually, let me compare him to Grand Sorcerer. He has Warp, but he doesn't have haste. It was, Red Sinozele? Yeah, Sinozele has haste. And they nerfed him. Official Sega nerfed this kid. He used to be able to link into physicals.
That's one that makes sense though. Like Action times 2 is just way too good.
Action Types 2 was nice, but he only has 2 AP normally. Darkbringer has 7 AP in slash range with AP growth.
I could see them maybe lowering it like by like a couple HP, maybe 1 or 2 AP and like 1 move, maybe.
I wouldn't hate like -2 AP and -1 move. At least make him work a little bit for that AP. He's already got growth.
Well, you couldn't. Well, since Castbringer Plus is in the game, or whatever it is, Castbringer Plus, kind of similar 5 AP or whatever, and has haste.
He does, but he has to speed up his move where Bringer should be speeding up his
Yeah.
AP.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course.
Castbringer is a 5-drop you need to work towards, where Darkbringer is a 6-drop that already has 4 movement and better stats.
Well, yeah.
Del Saber is somebody who I feel like needs a buff. He has Drain, Dark AP count, and Haste. So he gets AP equal to 1 plus the number of Dark cards, a Haste with only 2 move, and only 6 HP on a 4-drop.
Well, what does he compare to like other 4-drops in the game, like Merlon?
Merlon's just fantastic. Merlon's
probably the best 4-cost thing in the game.
He's got 3 good abilities: High Cost Slayer, SC Slayer, and Hand Disruptor. With 8 HP, 6 AP,
and 3 move.
And 3 move. And Del D has random AP and TP. With some AP already on him.
Yeah.
I think those are the only dark 4-costs that made it into the game. Oh, I guess Del Depth. Del Depth is really cool, actually. He has Ability Trap, Freeze, and Frozen Death. So he can just auto-kill things.
Is that not how it works? Or is that how it works?
That is how it works. If his Freeze triggers, which is a 3+, by the way, he'll automatically
No, it's
kill.
equals 3.
Oh, you're right. It is equals. Well, that's awkward then. Yeah. Well, he at least still has 6 TP.
Yeah, his attacks do a lot of damage.
I still don't hate him. I still love Del Lily where it's at. Having Ashes of Death.
Ability is so stupid.
Just 1 HP, one damage to everything on every turn.
That's the thing with a creature that can't move. It's like you have to kill it because it's just going to keep hitting everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention it has instant death, right?
It does. It has an instant death of 5.
Really strong. Because all the other like stationary creatures, like you can ignore them. Like you just run past them or whatever. They can't hit you usually, or can't like bully you in any way.
He's just sitting there doing damage, though. He also does damage to his controller, so I can see it. I don't think I went over Curse on the first loop. It's a bad card, though. It does 0 damage, and it sacrifices the attacker. It curses the opponent's field characters. At the same time, Curse condition. The character with the curse condition loses 1 HP each time that character destroys an opponent. So, it applies curse, and then that thing that it cursed loses 1 HP anytime it kills something.
It can't hit SC.
Right.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Left heavy punch has the most awkward bad range in the world. It's like right heavy punch stole all the good range. Left heavy punch had nothing left.
I don't think they finished it.
It has heavy rampage and not regular rampage, and it has that range.
I don't think they finished it.
I feel like I could give it the opposite of right heavy punch's range, and it would be fine.
Well, for heavy, yeah. I mean, and then you could probably knock it down to like 1 AP.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Otherwise, you just keep it where it is. Fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I didn't go over double-edged dice. This used to be a 4 cost. I lowered it down to 2. It's literally just Russian roulette. If you roll 4 or higher, you kill the thing that used it. If you roll 3 or lower, the opponent dies. Of course, SC block and all that. It's just a coin flip. Skipped over Bloodsuck as well. It does exactly 2 damage, and if it destroys your target, it heals the user.
Not bad.
I think it's interesting. Card back just does 0 damage, and you roll for card back. Yeah, I think I actually went into everything after the...
Yeah, you covered all this stuff.
Yeah, I kind of just generally said the photon blasts were broken, but the real reason Estella is because it has Pierce. Estella doesn't need Pierce. I think Gala needs Pierce as a single target one. Gala can lower its TP and get Pierce later. And Estella...
7 TP.
Yeah, it just does a billion damage to one thing. Phila has Rampage. What's up, Tom? Milla and Yulia gives all of your team's stuff 4 AP.
For 3 turns.
It does take 7 points from you and your ally. So, I mean, you better go in after that. Layla has an ability called Layla. that fully heals all of the stuff from both parties that isn't a story character. Which isn't bad for a combined 5 power. 5 cost. I think that one's like the fairest of the entire bunch. Farla is just a round slay. Pella has Rampage. Yep. And then after that, I think I was talking about every single defense card.
Yeah.
Talked about all the cool assist cards. I skipped over some boring ones. Hitman just... Well, I renamed it FC Trash to go along with the other trashes. It just makes everyone discard field characters from their hand. Necromancer brings back the last card you discarded back to your hand, which might be useful. Old type is really good, just makes it so nobody can play FCs for 6 turns. That probably also needs to be a 4-drop. Silent Coliseum is infinite, apparently, and everyone is affected by Impact Block. Blocks any physical or tech attack that causes 7 or more damage. If you use a defense card to reduce it below 7, you still receive damage. So anything that does more than 6 damage just gets completely blocked while Silent Coliseum's on the field, which is an interesting condition.
So good in like an Orland deck.
Yeah. Could definitely be protection for him.
If you're never dealing more than like 5-6 damage a hit, but you're just attacking constantly.